So we're going to do some composition of functions here in just a minute. But when we're talking about the domain of a composite function, so if you have f of g of x, which can also be written f of g of x like this, it can be written both ways. First of all, x has to be in the domain of g. And then g of x has to be in the domain of f. Okay? So x doesn't have to be in the domain, but g of x has to be in the domain of f. Okay, so this first one, we're not going to have a lot of issues with the domain. They're both polynomials. So the domain here is all real numbers. Domain is all real numbers. So when I want to do f compose g of x, or f of g of x, what I'm doing is I'm taking g of x, and I'm going to put it in for x into the other function. So it looks like this, 3 times x squared minus 2x plus 6, and then it's going to be minus 4. So I'm writing this function, but I'm taking x out and putting in g of x. Okay, so it's visual. If you can see it, great. And then I'm just going to distribute and simplify. So I get 3x squared minus 6x plus 14. Okay, now we're going to go the other way. So now we want to do g of f of x. And it's going to make a difference. This is going to be different. Okay, so now we're going to take f of x, and we're going to have to put it in two places, x there and x there. So it's going to look like this. Do this. 3x minus 4, and I've got to square that. And then minus 2 times 3x minus 4, and then plus 6. Okay, now I have to square this binomial. So wherever you go and you square the binomial, 9x squared minus 12x minus 12x plus 16 minus, and then I'm going to have to distribute here, minus 6x plus 8 plus 6, really long, 9x squared minus, let's see, I've got 24 and 6 minus 30x plus 30. Okay, I think that's right. 16 and 8 would be 24, and then another 6. Okay, that looks right to me. And then that would be part B. And now they want us to use that function that we just found and evaluate it at 1. So g of f of x was 9x squared minus 30x plus 30. And now we're going to do g of f of 1. Notice that you do this part first. Okay, so we're just, well, here we're just putting the 1 in because we already did the composition. So I'm going to get 9 times 1 minus 30 plus 30, and that's just going to be 9. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. It might have been kind of quick. The hard part, I think, was squaring out the binomial there and keeping track of all those terms, but that's how it works.